Introducing RS30 Ultra. The first sim racing wheel and pedals designed by a professional championship racer. RS30 brings next-level realism to your racing sims. Sense the road, know your vehicle, and get faster lap times as you tear through the track. Dual helical gear motors give you more torque than traditional gear drive motors, with the same smoothness and quietness of a belt drive motor. Experience a stunning 6 Newton meters of torque, the most torque per dollar than any other wheel, and fast, accurate feedback with 0 dead zones. Feel every nuance and know exactly when you're understeering, oversteering, or losing traction. Spring-loaded pedals give you responsive throttle modulation and brake progression for absolute control and precision, just like the real thing. 2 additional paddles can be used as clutch and e-brake, or as pedal-free throttle and brakes. A rotation switch lets you easily toggle between simulation racing and arcade-style racing. Even the diameter of the wheel is calibrated to exact race car specifications. From the metal build to the suede wheel and steel pedals, every detail is dialed to give the entire system a high-end feel. Get better, go faster, win more, and enjoy every second of it. With RS30 Ultra, you'll race like a pro and feel like one too. RS30 Ultra by GTR Simulator. Go fast.
Good morning everyone and welcome to Flatout Racing League. This is round 9 Pro Division. You are watching here on Rallycross GT, the official broadcaster for Flatout Racing League Season 1. We just had a very exciting race there with the amateurs here in Spa. Heavy rain brought plenty of drama, plenty of carnage on the track, loads of spins, loads of overtakes, and potentially Sweaty Palms has been crowned champion already. We are just waiting for official confirmation, but I think mathematically speaking, I think he's got it. Here with the pros, we also have rain forecast, slightly different pattern. Let's have a look here at what we are expecting today. 21 laps. The time progression here is 3 times opposed to 10 times that we had with the pros, and the rain here it's different pattern and shorter as well, and we have more dry track towards the end, so completely different pattern here for this grid. Let's see how this is gonna play out for the drivers. If they're gonna start on softs or mediums, and how long the tires are gonna last, or even will it be enough rain to call for inters or wets. So here says cloudy with rain. I'm not sure how much rain that means. Okay, lobby has just been reset. We are ready to start with practice. We have 12 drivers in the lobby, that's including me, so we should have 11 players ready here in green, and then we're gonna check if we have 11 on the track as well. We are ready to race, or qualify rather. Right, everybody is getting ready. Just Taylor, waiting for Taylor. Taylor and Buck Nasty, rather. Right, everybody is ready. How many do we see? We see 11 drivers. So we see 11 drivers, so we are good to go. Race control. over to you. 10 minutes qualifying here for the pros. We have almost a full grid. Let me bring up here the championship standings for the pros. We know that Hako is already the champion. He's been crowned champion last round with 2 rounds to go. Well, pretty much he was already champion before that with his results. But we have Smiley in P2 with 95 points and Ricardo Pickles with 77 behind him. So Pickles missed the last rounds in Mount Panorama, which he says was his best track, and he was equal points with Smiley. So Pickles can still get P2, but he needs a really solid performance here to take that P2 from Smiley, and hope that Smiley has a bad race. Trevor in P4 with 56 points, still mathematically has got chances to steal P3 from Pickles. And then Taylor in P5 with 46 points. We have 2 drivers with 41, that's Grinch and Thunder Runner. Artemis with 36 in P8, Buck Nasty in P9 with 32, and Mongold in 10th place. We just got a message from Mongold. Unfortunately, he cannot join us today. He's not feeling well and will have to sit out. We have 11 drivers here. We have Evil Melon jumping in as a sub, RXGT regular driver. If you guys are RXGT viewers, you should know him already. Also Ricardo Pickles, aka Pickerick, one of our regular drivers, also regular here in Flatout Racing League. We also have another stop movie camera, another sub here, Gummy, who is another really fast guy. He's been giving serious trouble to the front runners in the previous rounds. So high expectations from him here today again. See what he can do. Qualifying starts now. 10 minutes. Smiley the first one out of the pits. Well, not really. Shows that he's the first one, but there's people in front of him. Some classic bugs there from GT7. Smiley needs a really strong performance to secure P2 ahead of Ricardo Pickles. This man here in the Porsche, he's starting on medium tires. So he's gonna go out on mediums. He's gonna dip into the pits to put softs. But that means that he wants to start the race with the mediums. Interesting strategy there. That means that softs will be perhaps too worn out by the end of the first stint, or by the time the rain comes. Melon is back into the pits, putting the soft boots on. Beautiful sunny day here in Spa, so the slower time progression means that the sun should stay higher in the sky for longer than with the amateurs. The amateurs had the 10 times time speed. 10 times progression. So I don't know how much difference that makes with the track drying up or not, but if I'm not mistaken, that also affects the speed in which the clouds move in the sky, so how quickly they come into the track when rain is starting to come. So Smiley, first one to open a lap in his Toyota Supra GR, followed really closely by Trevor in the Beamer. Trevor's got a penalty, and that's gonna affect his first flying lap. Taylor able to make it today. I thought he was not gonna race this weekend, but very happy to see him again. in his trusty Mercedes AMG. Third one out of the pits, third one to open the fast lap. Thunder Runner in P4. Fourth out of the pits rather. So no one has set times yet. Grinch is back, he missed out in the last round, unable to join, but very happy to have him back with us. He had some really strong performances early in the season. Let's see if he can do another one today. Got me the sub. Sixth out of the pits, another Mercedes. So I think this Team Mercedes versus Team Supra. Shouldn't call it like that because they are the most popular cars of the grid. Artemis 7th out of the pits in her Supra. Pushing for a strong result here today. Followed by Buck Nasty in the Subaru WRX. Coming down the hairpin. This hairpin here when it's wet is awful. Hako the champion with 2 rounds to spare, well 3 rounds to spare even. Hako the champion just clocking in. Hako has won every single race he has been in. Every single race. The only races that he hasn't won, like someone else won, were when Hako was not there. So Pickle Rick won one, which was in can't recall where it was, and I don't have who won the other one in round 3, but that was Sub Driver, which is why he's not showing here in the standings. But Hako pretty much won every race he's been in. Will it be different today, or will he take one more race here? And Evil Melon, the other Sub Driver, he had a brief appearance in Trial Mountain. Really fast guy. Unfortunately got caught up in an accident and ended up retiring. But the only driver with an American car in the grid, with his trusty Mustang. High expectations from him as well. Gummy with the provisional pole position, 2:16.953. With a relatively full tank, so Gummy the sub there. As I said, high expectations. This is why he gave a lot of trouble to the front runners before. And Thunder Runner in P2, now P3, because Hako just had the fastest time. But Thunder Runner there, now P3, only 700s behind Gummy. So that is Hako with the pole position, 2:15.6, and Evil Melon as well. Wow, he's 1.2 seconds behind Hako, but just 800s ahead of Gummy. So Melon, Gummy, and Thunder Runner, the 3 really close to each other right now in this first flying lap. Artemis in P5, just ahead her teammate Smiley. So I think Smiley he actually had a half a second penalty in the first lap, wasn't it? So this, now he's coming through the bus stop chicane. This should be his true pace, and that is a 16.2 that puts him in P2 ahead of Melon, behind Hako. Hako's going purple again. So the 2 Supras, the 2 Canadians, the 2 teammates dominating here as usual. So that's Hako the champion, and Smiley currently sitting P2 in the championship standings. Smiley has not won a single race this season though, so I think he will want to push hard here, try to beat the boss, take his first win here in Spa. Can he do it? Remains to be seen. Melon P3, let's see if he's going blue or purple or red. He's about to cross the sector, and he's going red, just over his time there. Gummy is quite far behind. He's gonna cross the sector here, sector 1. good sector 1, going down by 0.05 of a second. Thunder Runner, it's a little bit too far from the sector. He's in P5 at the moment. Artemis picked up a penalty at probably a Rouge, cutting a little bit too much. So that's going to affect her qualifying time. Trevor down to P7. Buck Nasty. So did Trevor improve the time? Someone moved here, because now Buck Nasty's P7. That was Trevor. Then we have Grinch, Taylor, so there was Melon into the pit, so that was it. Taylor and Pickles. Pickles is in last place. He needs to do better than that. He's fighting for a silver medal. He needs a strong result here. He set out Mount Panorama. He's 400s up. He's 5 seconds off the back of Hako. The Porsche is struggling a lot here at Spa. We know it's more of a handling car rather than a top speed car. I think it's 1 minute left for qualifying. Just gonna send a warning here. But loads of drivers already pulling into the pits and changing their starting tires. Okay, so Pickles woke up, put the 7th fastest time, so 3 seconds faster than his previous time. He's sitting right in front of Artemis. She's now P8, but Pickles needs to do better than that if he wants to take that silver from Smiley. And oh, he's got the bronze almost sorted there. Trevor is where is Trevor? Trevor is in P9, so Trevor is behind Pickles. If they finish like this, then it will be very hard for Trevor to steal that bronze from Ricardo Pickles. Buck Nasty is in the pits. Hako about to cross the finish line again. Can he improve his lap? It's quite close. 0.8 up, no further improvement for him. Smiley is a little bit further back. Gummy set a good lap time there. 16.5. He's up to P3. Taylor as well managed to get up to P4 and pushed Melon down to 5th. So Melon just opening his last lap. But I think that's the last one. I'm just gonna send a word. Qualify over. Let's finish your laps. So Melon's got his last chance to improve his time. And then it's over to race control. Ooh, Smiley being chased by Pickles. If Pickles can stay close enough, let's go with him here. If he can stay close enough to Smiley, he may be able to get a little bit of speed, slipstream, and improve his time. A little bit messed up there at the chicane exit. He improves a little bit by 0.2, but not enough to get past Thunder Runner. That's P7 for Pickles. Also end of race, end of qualifying there for Smiley. Thunder Runner as well should be pulling to the sides soon. But very close qualifying between P3 and everyone else here. And so everybody's pulling here at the end of the straight. Except for Melon, who's still in his fast lap. Who else is here in the chicane? That's Hako. Just a little bit over, no further improvements for him. Let's go with Melon. He's come to the bus stop chicane now. Can he improve his time? Or will it be P5? A little bit deep in the first leg of the chicane. The time is going to be half a second up. It's still P5 for him. Right, race control over to you. We are ready to start here with the pros. Still have Gummy on the track. So I think Gummy is still to finish his lap perhaps. Let's go with him. Gummy sitting in P3. In the chicane now. Very good entry and exit in the chicane. And the time? It's quite high up. 1.6 up. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to race. Buck Nasty saying that, did I just qualify on mediums? I might have. Well, it's a little bit too late for that. Buck Nasty is going to start at the back of the pack. Hako said that he can run 14s. He's not happy there with the 15s apparently. See what these guys can do with empty tank later on. Two minutes cool down. Right, we have 2 minutes before race start. I'm gonna stay with the guys here. Let's get some screenshot worth times here. You guys all parked on the side. There's Gummy there. Hako doing donuts. So you guys in the chat, what is your prediction for the pros today? Hako takes another one. Will Smiley takes his first one? Or will it be anyone else? Buck Nasty there kissing the wall apparently. He's trying to do donuts as well. Oh, look at this shot from Alan. Just chilling in the grass. Here in the countryside of Belgium. Yes, that's a better shot. Just realized his car colors match. It's a Belgian flag as well. It matches the curbs also. Hope he doesn't spend too much time in the curbs today. Grinch is just there watching what Hako is doing. Must be like, what WTF? Artemis and Taylor side by side, ready to race as well. We had another follow here just a few minutes ago. I missed that. I'm sorry, João Paulo. Thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to Flatout Racing League and to Rallycross GT. The official broadcast is starting now. Word from race control. Let's go. Let's put all the things back on. It is time. Flatout Racing League Season 1 Round 9. This is time for the Pro Division. Standing start with false start check. The red lights are going up. And it's on. Let's reset the camera as they come into turn 1. Hako in the lead, trying to defend on the inside. Smile is going to try and move around the outside, can't do it. Gummy there gets a good start, and someone fall behind there. That was Melon, probably a bit of contact in the chicane. Hako super close to the walls there. As they come to the Rouge in this first lap, that's Hako, Smiley, and Gummy, the 3 leaders. And Taylor super close behind, followed by Trevor. Pickles gaining 1 position there. Melon, Thunder Runner, Grinch, Artemis, and Buck Nasty. 11 drivers here today. This is round 9, and we have rain forecast here in Spa about halfway through the race. So we have 21 laps scheduled for today, and rain will be coming at some point. I think I saw Melon there in the curbs, and he's now, yes, I saw there, he's at the back of the pack now. I'm not sure what happened. Gummy also lost positions because that's Taylor now up to P3, Trevor P4, Pickles P5. Here is Gummy all the way down to P6 and with the penalty. Not sure what happened. And Thunder Runner making the move on the inside. Gummy loses control, goes out of the track, loses several positions, and now he's down to the back. Well, almost, because that's Melon in P11 starting on medium boots. Actually, quite a few drivers starting on mediums. Oh, a mistake there from Grinch. Mistake from Grinch ends up in the wall. A little bit of damage, and collects Gummy when he comes back. Gummy's now down to P9. What happened to Gummy? Probably went off again, or more contact, I don't know. But now Gummy is down to P9. Not the start of race that him or Melon wanted. So they've got some work to do, and the rain here in Tokyo is picking up. There's a typhoon approaching, guys, so apologies if you have a little bit of rain noise in the background. But it's just to give a little bit more emotion, because we're gonna have rain on the track, so you know, we timed it perfectly. Hako leading to Smiley, the teammates, the 2 Canadians. Taylor and Trevor really close as well. Oh, we have a little bit of smoke there. Did someone catch the wall? Smoke coming out of Hako's car. I'm not sure why that is, but no damage to his car. Show must go on. And that is Beamer versus Merc here in Spa. Trevor trying to... Oh no, he tried a bit too hard to get past, ended up picking up a penalty. He's gonna try to make a move. No, he won't. And he stays in P4 for now, while Pickles, he's in P5, but he's holding up a massive pack of drivers here. So that's Pickles, Thunder Runner, Artemis, and Buck Nasty, all super close to each other. Artemis trying to find space around the inside around Thunder Runner. Can't get past. And Pickles just like literally holding everyone up. He's on medium tires though. So passing here Spa is not that easy. So everybody behind him there, they are on soft. So that's good stuff for Pickles. If he can hold the guys on softs for a few more laps, it's profit for him, because when they switch tires, or when the rain comes, you know, he's gonna have a little bit of an advantage, and he can preserve his tires while the guys keep changing race lines, and they will wear their tires a little bit more. Thunder Runner is pushing hard though, 3/10 behind Pickles. Trevor lost a little bit of time to Taylor. He's almost within reach from Pickles. Oh, someone went out. And all the way outside there, Thunder Runner trying to find space on the inside. It goes side by side in the chicane. Gas pass, and Pickles gets a nudge from behind from Artemis, I think, or Buck Nasty. Buck Nasty there shoves Pickles out of the way and takes P6, but not a great result for Pickles. Damage to the front and rear of the car. in the chicane there. Artemis with damage to the front, so probably there was her there making contact with Pickles. She also picked up a penalty. And that's Grinch trying to get past. They're gonna go side by side in the Eau Rouge. Little bit of contact. Artemis in the wall now. Damage to the engine. A little twitch there from Grinch's car. Made contact with Artemis, and that's her race now. Pretty affected. She's down to P10. Where's Gummy? Gummy's massively behind there. I'm not sure what happened to him. But Artemis picked up a penalty after contact with Pickles, and then contact with Gummy in the Eau Rouge. Hits the wall and picks up engine damage. Now she is several seconds off the back of Grinch. Completely unintentional from Grinch there. They were going side by side in the Eau Rouge. A little twitch from his car, and well, that happened. Melon is in chase mode, recovery mode for him. In the Mustang, he's also on medium tires, so let's see the shelf life of that. How much it's gonna last. Stachyniak joined the chat. I'm waiting for the rain. Very interested to see what the pros will do here. Yes, I heard the rain here is different. It's not going to be that blanket that we saw in with the amateurs. It's going to be more like scattered rain, but much harder. If you look in the radar, the color indicates the intensity of the rain, and I think we're going to see dark blue, purple, maybe even yellow rain coming with the pros, but purple for sure. And yeah, it's heavy showers. Probably gonna last longer as well. So Grinch is holding Melon back. That's Pickles there in P7 after those contacts. Not great result for him so far. He needs to do better than that if he wants to hold onto that P3 or maybe even steal the P2 from Smiley. Buckness in P6, Thunder Runner in P5. He's doing quite well there, holding onto P5 after getting past Pickles. And then there's Trevor and Taylor. Further ahead, the top two men, Hako and Smiley. They're not that far from each other actually. So Hako's been putting 15 2 laps in a row, while Smiley's been doing 16th. But it's only 1.2 seconds off the back of Hako. Yeah, saying it's gonna be harder. Well, I don't know if harder is the right word, but the tire wear of this car is definitely different. What you guys were able to do, would have been able to do maybe 12 laps on softs, these guys here will struggle to do 10. And the rain should come around that time, so if you decide to stretch, you might pay a heavy price like Makovo. But if the rain doesn't come, if the clouds come but miss the track, those guys that started on mediums, they will have a massive advantage because they'll be able to stay out for longer on the track as well. They might be able to do a one-stop only, while the guys doing softs, they will have to put mediums later or go soft but stretch a lot. We don't know, mate. This is going to be really interesting. I have no idea what's coming, and that makes it even more exciting, doesn't it? Trevor and Thunder Runner chasing just outside slip range. Drivers are a little bit spaced here already with 5 laps on. Buckness in P6, but look at their tire wear. They just opened lap 5, and the tires are like, I don't know, it's 20-25% already worn for some of the guys. But Pickles in the mediums, tires are brand new, you could say. Grinch still ahead of Melon, so I think the medium tires are playing a role here. Melon is unable to mount a serious attack on Grinch. So who has started on medium? So that was Pickles, Melon, Gummy is also on mediums, and that's it. Those are the only three gambling on a late rain or no rain at all. Artemis in recovery mode after the incident with Grinch. He's got a long way to go still. Coming around the hairpin. I think it would be pretty cool to be sitting in that corner to watch the race. Maybe not so cool in the rain, but cool anyway. Hako leading from start to finish so far, 5 seconds gap over Smiley now. So Smiley is still doing 16. Well, Hako's going to do 16s now as well. We made a small mistake in that last lap. Still leading. And that is fastest lap of the day for Hako, 2:15.527. Showing how it's done. Smiley with a 19 there, so probably was this lap that Smiley made a mistake, lost several seconds to Hako, and Taylor actually catching up as well. Taylor's now only 4 seconds off the back of Smiley. Meanwhile, Trevor probably losing time as well. Look at his tires actually. Trevor is really heavy on the front tires. So Thunder Runner still there, just 1 second behind. With Buck Nasty closing in with 2 seconds back. So Buck Nasty last lap 2:17.1, while Thunder Runner 17.8. And Trevor also 17.8. Taylor with the 17.1. Right, so Buck Nasty is closing the gap on both Trevor and Thunder Runners. That's good stuff there from the Subaru driver. You can visually see the gap now much smaller, down to 1.7 sometimes. Pickles doing 18.3. Grinch is closing in. Grinch is doing 17.5, so that's half a second. Well, it's more like 0.08 of a second per lap. And Melon did a 19 the last lap, so lost a lot of time. Gummy doing 17s on medium tires. He's flying, and Artemis 2:20 on softs. Back there to P4 and P5. Yes, Thunder Runner catching up. 600s. Look at Trevor's tires. Whoa, Thunder Runner in the grass. Managed to avoid the wall there. Clipped the grass on the outside. Went across the track. Managed to avoid disaster there, but lost the position to Buck Nasty. Buck Nasty, who started at the back of the pack in P11, he's up to P5. What a race from Buck Nasty so far. The Subaru driver. He usually has his glimpses of super fast pace, but ends up committing mistakes towards the final stages of the race. Let's hope that this is not one of those races. Maybe he can take his first top 5 here. Pushing really hard he is. Maybe he can get Trevor. Trevor's tires are really suffering. The difference to Thunder Runner and Buck Nasty is very visible to everyone else really. So Trevor is pushing really hard on the tires. I don't know if he can last 10 laps when the rain comes. Let's see. If you try to push harder than your tires can take, you will get something that looks like a puncture. It's impossible to handle the car with the tires too worn like that. So let's see. Pickles holding on to P7 and Grinch is closing in. The gap is now 1.4, 1.5. Grinch is on softs, Pickles is on mediums. So the guys that started on mediums here, like Pickles, Melon and Gummy, they are hoping that the rain will not come, or it will come a little bit too late for the guys in softs, forcing them to either overstretch their tires or pit too early. So I think that's the strategy here. Only 3 drivers are gambling on that. Let's see if it pays off. Meanwhile, Grinch is closing in. Melon is not too far behind. 18.1, they're his fast personal laps so far. Gummy is also closing in. Artemis now down to 19s on softs. Oh, Gummy just turned the lights on there. Let's see. I think Artemis car, yeah, the lights are not on yet. Let's go with her. I think the clouds are starting to appear in the sky, and visibility is decreasing, so they have to turn the headlights on. Let's see if we can catch the moment here with Artemis Supra as well. Yeah, there it is. It's on now. So the car was facing the other way. We missed the exact moment. Oh, a bit of overshot in the first leg of the chicane there. So if you look up, it's a little bit hazier already. This direction, you can still get blue sky, but to the left is it's very hazy, very hazy. So the rain should be coming very soon. We cannot see the weather radar, which is a big shame. But it is coming. You can see a little bit of fog, it looks like fog, coming down the track as well. Trevor holding on to P4, but his tires will not last another lap. I don't think he can complete 9 laps. He should pit very soon, and that is really gonna hurt his chances in the race. And Buck Nasty lost a little bit of time there, and Thunder Runner is right on his back. Trying to get past around the outside there, Thunder Runner. Coming to the chicane. Is he gonna make a move now? Not yet. Trevor is staying out, okay. Trevor is staying out. Ooh, very close there between Buck Nasty and Thunder Runner. Subaru versus Lexus. 2 Japanese manufacturers. Both of them, the tires are really worn out. So now it's all about when will the rain come, and will they be able to time the pit stop right. From the test that I had done, I think the softs are not gonna last, but I was testing with a different weather forecast. Let's see with this one here. Pickles 5 seconds behind the top 5. Thunder Runner trying to find a space around the outside. He's improving his personal lap time, but not enough to get past. Buck Nasty as well, he's pushing really hard. Let's hope that he doesn't make a mistake. I'm really worried about Trevor's tires. Look how hazy is becoming now, the weather. This is the battle of the moment. Everyone else is pretty spread out. Yes, everybody's pretty spread out. Let's go back to those guys. think Thunder Runner made a small mistake there because the gap is now 1 second. Buckness has got a little bit of breathing space, not too much though, because that's going to start heavy breathing because his tires are starting to, reach that threshold. Even with the new update in Gran Turismo, even at this tire wear, you can still set some fast lap times, in opposed to before where the lap times would deteriorate as the tires get more and more worn out. Trevor lost a lot of time there, probably his tires are approaching the limit, he's gonna have to pit in now. But once you hit a threshold, Trevor is staying out. Okay, that's a big gamble from him. So once a tire reaches a threshold, it goes from like perfect to absolute garbage, and then you will spin. You will spin. So Trevor is very close to reaching that threshold now. That's 10 laps completed. Look at Buckness, also shaking a little bit. Let's see how Hako is. He's still got a little bit more durability. In 11 seconds back to Smiley in P2. Smiley is reaching the threshold as well. He's going purple now, but don't get too carried away. I think he might be having troubles really soon. Taylor might be able to stay out a little bit more. Yeah, Trevor and Smiley, they are the two. They're at the most danger. 10 laps in, I cannot see the weather radar. So looking at Thunder Runner's screen here, the clouds they look pretty heavy. It doesn't look like it's covered the whole sky though. Still a little bit blue on this side. So maybe another lap or two, or will the rain miss the track completely? We don't know. Ridge Raider joining the chat now. What a race in AM. Well done to all. Yes, it was a crazy race, and it's almost time for the rain here with the pros. You look at the sky, it's proper dark. They all have the headlights on already, but no rain whatsoever just yet. The tires of these guys though, it's proper worn out, except for Gummy, Melon and Pickles, the three drivers who started on medium tires. Hako is staying out for one more lap. Okay. How about Smiley? He has to go in. He cannot stay out with the tires like that. It's way too dangerous. Buckness got past Trevor already. Trevor is also losing the position to Thunder Runner. Not just yet. Trevor's gonna have to go in. Yep, cannot do it anymore. Buckness as well. Buckness also going in. Okay, so we reached that time. The soft tires are way too worn out to stay out. It's becoming too much of a gamble. The medium tires will last a little bit longer, so Gummy is Gummy's going in as well. So Gummy had mediums and he's going in. That means that the rain clouds are coming, but they're not here just yet. Let's see what they are putting in though. We don't know what they're putting in. So let's see, Buckness, he was one of the first ones to go in. Look at that tire wear, jeez. Still there. The fuel as well is quite a bit of a problem. So what did he put? He put mediums. They put mediums. That means that the rain is not coming. So drivers starting on medium boots might have an advantage here, because they'll be able to go all the way with just one stop perhaps. And the rain forecast might not come at all. Smiley with the tires on the limit. He's got a few corners to go. He needs to be really careful because he's losing a lot of time. Taylor is catching up. I think Taylor's got enough tires to reach the pits. You can hear the tires screeching from Smiley there and how slow he is. He has to really slow down. Taylor, no trouble, just got past there. Smiley is now in the dirt. He's really slow. So Hako going in. Taylor should go in as well. But Smiley, look, he cannot take a corner anymore. His front tires are completely gone. I think Taylor's going in because of the fuel rather than the tires. Smiley again overshooting the chicane. His tires are completely gone now. Completely red. Thunder Runner also losing a lot of time. He got yellow flag. There was probably Smiley overshooting the chicane. Pico's also overshooting a little bit. I cannot see where he is. Yeah, he's into the pit. Also Melon. I was hearing a bit of screeching noise. It is the rain! The rain has finally come! Now how much rain is it? Is it just a drizzle? Or is it enough to force him to put inters at some point? Oh man, this is gonna get exciting. Buck Nasty, he has pit already, so he's staying out. Right. Taylor has gone in and out already. Oh, the water is starting to set on the track. You can see a little bit of spray now coming out of Taylor's car and Hako. Hako in P1, he got 22 seconds gap. It's pretty comfortable. He's got enough time to pit again if needed. So drivers, they all opted to put slicks again, not inters. So they could see the rain coming. They put slicks. That means that the rain is probably not gonna be that hard. But I think all the like the excitement, will it rain, will it not, maybe played a huge role in the strategies. The rain does not stop here yet. Oh, battle between Smiley and Buck Nasty. So Smiley lost several positions there after staying out for one too many laps. He came back behind Buck Nasty and now struggling to get past. Buck Nasty decided to put medium boots. That means he's going the distance. No, not gonna stop again. Smiley put softs. The rain is increasing. It's approaching the first threshold, which means that slicks might be too dangerous. And we have Trevor pushing hard to get past Smiley as well. Because he put softs. Then the runner put mediums. Just a quick reminder, there are no mandatory tires today because of the rain forecast. So drivers are putting softs and mediums at their own, because they want to. No one told them to. So, interesting strategy. Smiley is struggling here in the rain. Trouble all over the back of his car. Trouble, who was the first one to pit. Oh, they all overshoot in the chicane there. Did I see someone spinning? Yes, Smiley with a spin. The rain is too hard now, so everybody going for a second stop. They're putting inters now. This is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Strategies being thrown out of the window. I would have expected the guys that started on mediums to stay out until about now. But they run out of fuel. They just put the foot down and run out of fuel. Had to go for a second pit stop. Thunder Runner, Taylor, and Hako decided to stay out. The track is wet. It's not too wet. So a lot of drivers now choosing to put intermediate tires. Melon had already put inters before. So he comes up in P4. What a recovery from Melon. He's only 4 seconds off the back of Thunder Runner, who is on mediums. Very, very interesting. And the pit here is about 20 odd seconds, 25 seconds, give or take. So Melon might even take Taylor when Taylor goes in. Very, very interesting situation here in the Pro Division. Bit of a twist of strategies with the rain. I think it would have been okay to stay out on softs, to be honest. because the rain doesn't look like it's gonna get any harder than this. But the truck's gonna be wet for a couple of laps at least. So there's Thunder Runner under attack from Evil Melon on intermediate tires. So if the track stays wet for much longer, Melon will have an advantage. Melon and Buck Nasty will have a huge advantage here. Oh, bit of contact between the two. Thunder Runner does not want to yield, but ends up going too wide, and Melon gets past up to P3. Incredible recovery from the American driver in the Mustang. Thunder Runner is going to have to pay a penalty. Now he's going to lose the position to Buck Nasty also. So if the track dries up in the next few laps, the guys that are on slicks, they're going to have an advantage because they won't have to stop again. And the guys on inters will. So, decisions. Yak saying that the pros are the racing gods. Wasn't gonna let it rain on the track, lol. Well, they just changed the rain pattern a little bit. It's a little bit more unpredictable because the torrential rain, the rain 8, is guaranteed to come. It's guaranteed to come at a certain time and in a certain pattern. So there's not much strategy required to know if it's coming or not. It is coming, and at that point, the decision there is when the rain stops. What do you do? But here, they didn't know if it was going to come or not, or when, and how. So it's completely different. Smiley pushing really hard there on inters, gaining several positions. Where is Thunder Runner? All the way down here to P9. I think Pickles decided to stay out on softs. He's in P8, right behind Gummy. They're losing positions here. The guys that stayed out on slicks. But the track is not getting any wetter. Smiley is flying past Buck Nasty, gaining positions back. Damaged the front of Smiley and the back of Buck Nasty's car. I think the track is starting to dry up. Because as they go off the racing line onto the curb, the water indicator jumps up and down a little bit. You can start to see as well the color of the track is changing, so the track is drying up. Yes, it is drying up. So Taylor and Hako potentially gonna maintain this gap here. So Hako's gonna take the win potentially, you know, if nothing else happens. Yeah, the track, you can see now a dry racing line forming on the track. So Hako's got an advantage here. Taylor as well. He does not have to pit anymore unless he wears off his tires way too much, but now in the rain it should be fine. Melon, he's opening a good gap to the guys behind. Well, sort of, because Smiley is absolutely flying. Got past a bunch of people, but Melon and Smiley will have to pit again, and so will Buck Nasty, also Trevor. But then Pickles, he's P7 and he's right off the back of these guys. It's a 25-second pit stop. The track is drying up. The water is just under the threshold, and Smiley goes for an early pit stop. Smiley does not want to spend more time here out with inters. Goes for an early pit stop. He's gonna come back in the middle of traffic. Look at Pickerick, great overtake over Trevor with the slicks. And now he's got his eyes on Buck Nasty. He got past Buck Nasty already. Pickles up to P4. Very good strategy there, staying out on the slicks. Lost a little bit of time for 2 laps and a half. But look at that now, and we got 4 drivers fighting for P5 here. Buck Nasty, Trevor, Thunder Runner, and Gummy. All of them with intermediate tires. Jesus Christ, man, I hope no one takes anyone out here, because this is gonna look pretty nasty if someone overshoots the corner. Buck Nasty holding on to P5. Pickles already putting 1.2 seconds over these guys. You can see how dry the track is. I don't know where Smiley is after the pit stop. But as Buck Nasty, Thunder Runner, Trevor and Gummy. We are on board with Gummy here. He's watching the guys in front. Thunder Runner goes a little bit wide, but Trevor's got a penalty, and that means that he will lose. He's definitely gonna lose the position to Thunder Runner, maybe to Gummy as well. Let's just hope that Gummy doesn't try to go through Trevor, because that might end up not well. Thunder Runner gets past. Oh, Trevor slides a little bit onto the grass. Tries to come back, but loses the position to Gummy already. That's Trevor now down to P8. And Smiley is 17 seconds behind these guys. So Smiley is now on soft boots. He is right in front of Artemis. She is on mediums. She did not put inters. And Grange is now at the back. He picked up some damage. He's on intermediate tires. It's going to be difficult for him to recover now. Back to the front. That's Hawk with 27 seconds gap. The rain has now stopped, but the track is still fairly wet. Okay, Buck Nasty, Trevor into the pits. All the guys with inters going in now. Well, Gummy staying out. Gummy staying out. Okay. And Melon is out as well. And he's already got passed by Pickles. Ricardo Pickles. What a recovery from him. Very poor qualifying. Lost several positions at the start of the race. But now, with a bang-on strategy, he's up to P3. Great stuff from the Canadian driver. He's improving his lap times as well. Melon should go in soon as well. Thunder Runner, he's also on slicks, on mediums. He's gonna get the position from Melon. He might even get Melon on track if he keeps pushing. And there's Gummy. So Smiley is already 8 seconds from Gummy. So he's definitely gonna get Gummy and Melon. So that's 2 positions for Smiley. So it's gonna be top 5. But between Smiley and Thunder Runner is about 13 seconds. Can Smiley take 13 seconds from Thunder Runner in this remaining 5.5 laps? So that is about 2 and a bit seconds per lap. We know Smiley is really fast. Thunder Runner is on medium tires. Smiley is on softs. So maybe he can. Well, let's see. Artemis, she's up to P8. Trevor after the pit stop down to P9. He's got soft boots. Artemis got medium. He might be able to catch her towards the end of the race. Buck Nasty down to P10 after that extra pit stop as well. Then we have Grinch in P11. Hako, no trouble. I think the only trouble he might have is fuel. Perhaps tires. Maybe not tires because the wear is less when it's wet. Gummy into the pits now. Okay, so Gummy lost a lot of time. He's gonna lose the position to Artemis as well. Yeah, Artemis is already on the straight. Gummy's gonna go there to the back of the pack, probably here with Buck Nasty and Trevor. That's where he was before the pit. Very quick work from the mechanics. He's already coming out. Right behind the guys. I think he lost way too much time staying out on inters. Lost 4 or 5 seconds to Buck Nasty and Trevor, and he was in front of them if I remember well. So that's how much time he lost by choosing to stay out on inters instead of pitting early. FFR Red Bull GT sorry, late for the show. Maybe woke up. Cheering for Pickles here. Oh, Pickles is in P3 right now. Artemis is up to P7 with a one-stop strategy. So paying off after a big disaster at the start. Contact with Grinch, and she ended up in the wall. And look at the sky, it's back to blue now. We got 4 and a bit laps left. And the track is likely to dry up even more. Smiley is catching up. Melon has not pitted yet. What is he waiting for? Melon needs to go in now. He's losing too much time, just like Gummy. And the gap between Smiley and Thunder Runner is now down to 8 seconds. So 2:20 last lap from Thunder Runner. 2:16 from Smiley. I said he needed to take 2 seconds per lap. He's taking 4 seconds. So Smiley might be able to take P4 here. So the difference between Pickles and Smiley will not go down enough. That Smiley already getting past Melon as they come to the bus stop chicane. Melon, please go in. Melon is staying out. Melon does not want to stop again, and he spins. Melon decides to stay out for a bit too long. Ends up spinning at the exit of the bus stop chicane. Bad luck for the Mustang driver. Artemis already all over the back of his car now. She's gonna try to get past as quickly as she can. That's P6 for her, pretty much guaranteed. Melon is the only driver who has not put slicks back on yet. This race got in every single one of my emotions. Hey, this race here is pretty chaotic in terms of strategy. I think the torrential rain was a good idea as well, to force everybody to stop. And then the decision was when to put inters or slicks towards the end or not. But here was when to put the inters, or will it even rain enough? And apparently it did rain, but not enough, because Taylor and Hako, they were the first ones to pit. They did not put slicks at all and just stayed out. And then Pickles, he also did not pit for a second time, but he was just too far back. But look at the gap he's got to P4, Thunder Runner. I think Thunder Runner also didn't pit for a second time. Smiley did, but yeah, he's fast. He's really fast. He's now putting purple sectors there. He might take the fastest lap from Hako, deny Hako the clean sweep, the hat trick. He's now 5 seconds off the back of Thunder Runner. But the tendency is for him to catch up. He's taking 2 seconds off Thunder Runner per lap. And we've got now into lap 19. We've got 3 laps left and 5 seconds between them. I think Smiley's got P4 sorted, unless Thunder Runner is very good at defending his position. Artemis up to P6, very good results for her. I think a top 5 would be even better for her, but that's gonna be pretty tricky. Buck, Nasty and Trevor still locked in, but oh, careful there. Buck Nasty lost the rear of the car on the exit, still in front of Trevor, followed by Gummy and Melon. Melon staying out. He's going in now. Finally Melon decides to go in. A little bit too late. He's gonna come back behind Grinch. He's already being lapped by Hako. Hako with the 14.2 fastest lap of the day. Hako is on fire. The rain here is not enough to cool him down. He is flying. 33 seconds gap over Taylor. Taylor, who just set his fastest personal lap there, 2:16.522. Pickerick is slightly faster than Taylor, but the 27 seconds gap, I don't think he can. I don't think he can close that in 2.5 laps. But Smiley, he has already caught up with Thunder Runner. It's only 2 seconds gap, with still roughly 2 laps left to go. Thunder Runner is gonna have to do a lot of defending there. Yak saying that Pickerick's gonna get speed 2 again. Oh, so you're betting against Taylor then. So Pickles needed a win, and he needed a very bad result from Smiley to have a chance to take that silver medal back. But it looks like he's gonna go all to Nürburgring. And yeah, can he do it? Maybe, maybe not. So 2.5 seconds between Thunder Runner and Smiley. The gap remains. Smiley did a 16 there, and the Thunder Runner is still doing 18s on medium tires. The gap past Eau Rouge and Radillon. The gap's going down now to 1.5. Smiley came out of the corner much faster, almost 270 there at the end of the straight. He's already caught up with Thunder Runner. The gap is only visual now. Beautiful sunset here though, like you can see the sky is turning red yellow in one side and still super blue on the other side. The sun might also affect the visibility of the drivers. The track is fully dry now actually. Even outside the racing line is dried up. So Smiley should not have much of a hard time getting past Thunder Runner. I think that's what happened to, I think it was Progenitor, no, I don't remember who he was on amateurs. Put the slicks, was much faster, was gonna overtake someone, but dipped into the wet part of the track and spun. But the pros here will not have that problem because the track is fully dry now. Smiley just need to find a space and get past. We're in lap 20. Hako is already opening the final lap. Just go with these two here a little bit more, and we're gonna go say hi to Hako again. Yeah, Remy aka Taylor is doing a great race as well. The race of his life here. Very good P2 for him. Right, Thunder Runner and Smiley going into the final lap. Can Smiley get past? Pickerick will hope that he doesn't. Going around the outside there, Smiley. Let's go see where Hako is. Because Hako has been leading this race from start to finish. Put another 14 there. Oh, doing a drift there now. He's got plenty of time, plenty of gap and tires. He does not need to worry about that. He can do a little bit of showing off if he wants, because he's already the champion with 3 rounds to spare. This is round 9. We got one more race, but Hako is already champion with miles to spare. 2 corners left, just a chicane. Twitch, Hako, oh, drifting into the chicane. Look at that, look at that. He's gonna take the checkered flag one more time. He's won every single race he's been in. Twitch, Hako wins one more time here in Spa. He stops across the finish line and goes really slow there, celebrating, smoke everywhere. Twitch, Hako, the champion, wins one more time. Taylor's gonna get an amazing P2. We've got yellow flags. Someone spun here, maybe it was Hako doing his thing. But Taylor taking amazing P2. Great strategy from him. His best result this season. Great result. Followed by Pickles, and Pickles probably made a mistake. What happened to him? Smiley all over his back. Smiley only 1.5 seconds behind. I do not know what happened. Okay, looking at the lap times, 2.10 versus 1.5 here. Pickles has made a mistake and he's almost out of fuel as well, but I think he's gonna have enough to cross the line. Pickles needs this result. He's gonna get the P3 if he doesn't mess up here in the chicane. There he is. We lost Gummy as well. We lost Gummy just before the finish of the race. The end of the race, and that's Pickles, Smiley, and Thunder Runner really close the top, the third, fourth, and fifth drivers. But great result, and what a recovery from Smiley as well. Artemis, she's gonna come now in P6. It's a good result after a crash there at the start of the race. P6 for Artemis. Buck Nasty holds Trevor to take 7th. Good race from him. Trevor in 8th. Melon here takes 10th. And Grinch, he managed to unlap himself there because Hako was doing his thing at the end. It's gonna take 9. Very bad result for Melon there. Decided to put the slicks way too late. But Twitch Hako wins one more time. Pole position, fastest lap, and the win. The champion is on fire. No one can stop this man. He literally won every single race he's been in. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Flatout Racing League Round 9 Pro Division. Thanks everyone for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here with us. We have a 2-week break, or 1 week break, so we're back in 2 weeks for round 10, the final round of season 1 Flatout Racing League, and it will be nowhere else other than Nürburgring 24 hours layout with a day and night cycle. So we're gonna start in the day and finish at night. It's going to get pretty nasty there as well, because one small mistake can cost you the race. Hako is already champion. Smiley pretty much secured now his P2 in the championship with his good result right behind Pickles. Pickles there with P3, almost securing the podium, securing the bronze medal. But what a race from Taylor. I think that was the race of the day there. His best result this season. Let's see what he can do. I thought he wasn't even gonna be here this week. He might miss next week as well. So that was the last time we saw him on track. But what a display. Great to have him here as well. Great to have everyone else and you guys in the chat. My name is Kurt Denninger. I was your host for today. You're watching Rallycross GT, the official broadcaster for Flatout Racing League Season 1, sponsored by GTR Simulators. We're gonna have a word from our sponsors now, and then we're gonna go and raid someone. I see you guys in 2 weeks, and until then, take care.
Introducing RS30 Ultra. The first sim racing wheel and pedals designed by a professional championship racer. RS30 brings next level realism to your racing sims. Sense the road, know your vehicle, and get faster lap times as you tear through the track. Dual helical gear motors give you more torque than traditional gear drive motors, with the same smoothness and quietness of a belt drive motor. Experience a stunning 6 Newton meters of torque, the most torque per dollar than any other wheel, and fast, accurate feedback with 0 dead zones. Feel every nuance and know exactly when you're understeering, oversteering, or losing traction. Spring-loaded pedals give you responsive throttle modulation and brake progression for absolute control and precision, just like the real thing. 2 additional pedals can be used as clutch and e-brake, or as pedal-free throttle and brakes. A rotation switch lets you easily toggle between simulation racing and arcade-style racing. Even the diameter of the wheel is calibrated to exact race car specifications. From the metal build to the suede wheel and steel pedals, every detail is dialed to give the entire system a high-end feel. Get better, go faster, win more, and enjoy every second of it. With RS30 Ultra, you'll race like a pro and feel like one too. RS30 Ultra by GTR Simulator. Go fast.